No, I'm just kidding. So, what are you having? So, we're about to leave our Airbnb here in Taichung. Did you have fun?
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun staying here in Taichung, of course. Always, if it's your first time in a different
A new
place or
place?
a new
Yeah.
place, time is always not enough.
Yeah, especially we also work at the
Work
same time,
at the same
remotely.
time.
So
But
yeah.
we're hoping to get back soon, explore
Yeah.
more places, and
Hopefully have more time the next time. But yeah, Taichung's a great place, and Taichung's also a fun place. So it's always just a bit sad that by the time you're already used to commuting, that's the time that you have to leave, right?
leave. Yes.
Because we're just getting better at like knowing the bus routes, figuring out everything is near and walkable.
Exactly. And now I understand why people do revenge traveling. Because the next time you visit, you're wiser, you know the place better, and you're more familiar with how to go around. So,
For now, though,
yeah.
we're about to go to the Taichung train station and hop on to another train later at HSR going to Taipei.
Going to Taipei now because Pride is on Saturday, so we're excited. And yeah, we get to, or we hope to get a few hours of rest, but I don't think so because we're gonna go to Waffenpool once we're in Taipei and check out Raohu Market or Raohu Night Market again. So that's gonna be exciting.
Yeah. So for now, this is us signing out, and the next clips that you're about to see is us lugging around these
dragging
ever so lovely bags that we have.
luggages again.
Ciao, bye bye. Bye, Taichung.
Taichung. Till next time, Taichung.
Taichung. We'll be back, Taichung. Bye bye. Let's go. What did you get again?
Of course, I love the udon with egg. Coach Agam excited to eat it.
Raining in Taipei when we got here. Hopefully, this won't be like this on Pride on the weekend. Yeah, let's see. Back to the busy Taipei.
Busy Taipei. A lot of people. I can see a lot of people now.
Yeah, a lot of people. Trains are everywhere now.
Yeah, influx of people.
We're going to Wulan today.
Yep, it's still super cloudy outside, but I think it's not
We have an
raining.
umbrella, right? Actually, raining already by the time we got out. We just
Yeah.
got out of the.
You will try this one. This one more powerful.
It's cute. Yeah, we can. It's buying a nail cutter and we find this found this luggage one, and she's
Even
telling
though
us.
your go
The
home, this
different.
one still useful.
Yeah, and it's cute too. Okay, we'll get it. Okay. Maganda kasi yung kitchen. Good. This is where. Okay. She was right though. That luggage, the
Yeah.
cutter was cute.
And the quality is really better.
Let's justify a 300 peso nail cutter.
Yeah.
Let's do.
It's so busy.
So busy and so rainy. Really tight there.
Yeah.
So this is the infamous Wulay waterfall, which is really majestic in real life.
Yeah.
Because it's a really, really nice place where it's located, kind of like Shifen.
But it's kind of magical because there's a village just in the middle of this little city where you can walk, and there are a lot of going on around, like stores and restaurants, cafes, and then there is this waterfall.
Huge waterfall, actually.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we're excited to ride the cable car, which we're about to go to now. We just rode the, like the mini train. The
Yeah.
Wulay log
cart.
log cart. Yeah, it was a super fun experience.
So
yeah.
cool. Just for 50 NT, you can go one way, going to the view deck of the waterfalls, and then you can roam around, see what's in here. There are a lot of stalls, as I've mentioned, cafes, and yeah, that sells food. So
Yeah, so now let's go and look for that cable car. Let's go. So, actually, Ashley and I missed the last, what is that small train called?
log cart.
We missed the last log cart here in the Wulan
Right.
waterfall. Going back to downtown or where the
Yeah.
terminal is.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is us walking at around 6 p.m. Ashley. Yeah, sorry. She almost got hit by a taxi.
In here.
They don't honk their horns. Here,
That's why we know that they're already there.
if you're in the Philippines, you would have heard that horn honk 10 kilometers away from where you are. So many little waterfalls. Stay in my back. So this is us trying to talk while avoiding to get hit by a car. There are other people walking. It's not just us.
But it's gonna be trickier with them later on because
It's gonna
it's
be
getting darker
darker.
and darker. Here,
It's a fun night. It's a fun time here in Wulan. Ah! Hey! Would you imagine there's this big mirror selfie in the middle of Wulan waterfall? So fun.
like the 20th mirror we saw today.
Alam, matanda na siya. Hello. Nagulakit na ako. Saan yung amo ko? After a very tiring day of exploring Wulan in as much as we can, what a way to end our Wulan trip with a Wulan Taiwanese sausage. And we'll be riding the bus going back to Taipei in Ximending, where we'll check out some shops and eat some food as well.
And we're planning to go to Chilim too, but I think that's just gonna be for tomorrow. We're gonna have dinner there, but for now, we're explore around Ximen because there are a lot of great food spots that we will also try. It's our first time to stay near Ximending, right?
Yeah,
Right?
it's a great spot.
We haven't really explored Ximending that much, correct?
Oh,
So we'll do that tonight.
why not? For now, we're going to eat out. So we just finished, having our dinner earlier. But then, not even 10 minutes after that, Ashley found another must-try food that, of course, she found on her reliable source, which is TikTok. No, just kidding. So, what are you having?
I think this is rice flour noodle. So it's like miswa in Filipinos, but in
But I
Tagalog,
guess what makes it special is it is from Aichung flour
Aichung
rice noodle.
flour.
I told Ashley I've had this dish before in Chilin,
Yeah.
but not this one, not from the store.
yeah,
How was it?
it's still so hot, so I can.
It is good though. The one I had before has innards and stuff. I think the same. It's the same. Yeah.
too.
This one is good.
Yeah.
I was supposed to share it with her, but it took her so long to buy a juice that time. I was able to finish it by the time she came back.
This is so good, but it's so super hot though. So I just need
Yeah.
to finish it. It's really good. Really look at the noodles and the sauce. It's quite thick. So you have to finish it right away or else
Yeah.
it will dry out.
So yeah, let's eat.
Ciao.
Somebody. We are here at Taiwan Pride March 2024. This is our third Taiwan Pride March. Yeah, right? So we are here again at the Taipei City Hall where the whole Pride March starts and ends. So I think we just got in time, but it's a bit raining in here today, so most people are just like hanging around, waiting for the Pride March to end and just checking out the stores or stalls that are selling really fun Pride
Stuffs and
merch. Yeah.
merch. Yeah. We've seen so many cool stalls so
Yeah.
far, and we'd like to check them out more later. So,
And as always, Pride is full of people that are, from different
part of the world.
part of the LGBTQIA community and all with their cute outfits,
Outfits with
all
their
with-
pets.
with their pets, with their family, friends.
Their kids.
Just looking really, really fab. So today is really a day full of love.
We're gonna have a lot of fun, and it's just the beginning of the day. So later on, we're gonna do sort of a lesbian bar hopping to see what the scene is like. But yeah,
Yeah. Hopefully we get to check out some lesbian bars later. But for now, I also want to eat because I'm really hungry. Because, let's go grab something to eat. Sit first. Let's go and eat some food before we check out some very fun lesbian things happening. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be so fun. We're gonna talk to a lot of people. Like, come on, how can we not? It's a lesbian bar.
yeah.
That's what they do there. They talk.
They don't. Mostly they don't, but you know.
In a perfect world,
But at least they smile.
in a perfect world, they'll be talking.
In a perfect world. And it's our fault, not their fault. So, you know.
Eat some bread. There's this cute dog. There's a cute dog beside us.
He fits in a purse. That's how wealthy
She also loves bread. So cute.
This is me having tummy issues, and these are my dogs.
Dealing with it.
Making it worse.
Dealing with it.
So here's us waiting for our Uber ride. We're supposed to buy more beers in the nearest 7-Elevens, but we realize we're literally about to pass out from
Out
tiredness.
for tiredness.
Like,
Yes,
so
we
fucking
haven't
tired.
slept. And for the life of us, we cannot
Like it's not.
stay any longer anymore.
So this is like our diary, right? So dear diary, this is us really really tired on Taiwan Pride night because we
Pride.
had to work
Work.
until 9 a.m.
9
earlier,
a.m.
then get up at around 11 a.m.
and then
So
go
basically
here.
being a zombie. So as much as we wanna like drink, get inside the
Yes.
club or whatnot, I feel like mentally, physically,
Mentally, yeah.
we're too exhausted and
Yep.
we're not gonna enjoy it anyway. So,
Yep. And if you like, my eyes, my body, every part of me is just telling me to go home now.
Yeah.
So
and always
not
trust
a
your
good sign. Not a good sign.
Yeah, just maybe gonna get a can and then we're gonna share it in the balcony in the hotel and then call it a night.
Call it a night.
We're really too old for this, guys. Like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, we're not kidding.
Maybe not for us anymore.
For us.
And of course, we cannot ever sleep without doing our skincare. So that's another.
Story. Uber is here. Did you like this?
Yeah, there's a lot of traffic. How much is that?
How much? Madam? So, we chose to actually just get a beer to wrap it up and drink it in our hotel because we're super tired. We're about to pass out.
Out.
Ashley and Zach. Out!
Signing.
Hala! Seryoso ba yun?
Monster is requesting for merch.